Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents 12 Warning Signs of a Sociopath. Number 1. Arrogance. Many sociopaths are arrogant. Even if they're not, they act smart and accomplished. They think they are experts in everything. They generally reject others' opinions and undervalue others' achievements. Sociopaths don't realize how others see them, but ignorance isn't the only issue. Their sense of being better than others often comes from something deeper. They don't care about the lives of other people. Sociopaths can be confident, cocky, and very self-centered. Sociopaths only care about themselves, so they often think they are better than other people. Number 2. Insensitivity to emotions. Sociopaths struggle with emotional bonds. They might not be able to feel empathy like most people do. Sociopaths often misinterpret or ignore others' sentiments. Let's say you fight a sociopath. You try to say why you're upset. Perhaps the other person's words harmed or betrayed you. A sociopath will not sincerely apologize for their mistakes in this case. They might not even realize what they've done wrong. Instead, they will turn the situation on its head. They'll explain away what they did wrong and blame you for the whole fight. Sociopaths think they're perfect. They blame others and don't apologize. Nothing is their fault in their universe, and they intend to keep it that way. Number 3. The art of manipulation. Sociopaths are experts at pleasing others. They lavish others with praise, encouragement, and flattery. They appear to be charismatic and likable on the surface, yet they use their social charms to obtain advantages and exploit their connections. See how a sociopath flatters others. Sociopaths support and praise everyone. They are always giving compliments because they want to get along with everyone. For instance, a psychopath acts like your best buddy. They'll talk like your biggest admirer. They don't really care about you. Alternatively, a psychopath can view you as a stepping stone to a better opportunity. Sociopaths will mislead you to acquire what they desire. I'm not claiming all nice and encouraging people are sociopaths. But occasionally, you could run into someone who seems almost too good to be true. There is no assurance that this individual is a sociopath, but it is possible. Number 4. Absolute focus. Those who are good listeners devote their complete attention to the speaker. They show social confidence by attentively listening to others. You may feel unique or affirmed when someone does this. You might experience an increase in confidence and self-esteem. For these reasons, sociopaths spend overwhelming amounts of attention to the people in their lives. They seem to invest a lot of themselves emotionally, and they often want as much attention as they give. But they may shift their focus to anything else just as effortlessly. This person may stare at you non-stop 1 second, but the next, they seem uninterested. In other words, sociopaths don't invest their emotions the same way that the majority of people do. A sociopath can eventually become bored with you or lose interest in you. You'll be left wondering what went wrong when they vanish as swiftly as they appeared. If this seems familiar, resist the urge to accept the hot-cold dynamic. Friends and partners that are stable will never retract their feelings because they are distracted or bored. Be cautious if you know someone who does. They might be a sociopath in disguise. Number 5. Disregard. Guilt is not an emotion many sociopaths experience. To experience guilt, you need to experience empathy, which is not a strong point for people with sociopathic tendencies. That's why sociopaths don't feel guilty about the mistakes they make. Most of the time, they simply don't recognize what they're doing wrong. Instead, sociopaths find ways to justify their words and actions. Even if they do or say something that negatively affects other people, sociopaths will not register the damage they've done. They don't feel sorry or remorseful, because deep down, a sociopath only cares about their own well-being. Number 6. Secret motives. Most sociopaths rarely feel bad about themselves. Sociopathic people don't feel remorse because they lack empathy. That's why sociopaths don't feel awful about their mistakes. Mistakes are almost never recognized by them. Instead, sociopaths are constantly trying to defend their actions and words. Even if they do or say anything that upsets other people, sociopaths won't realize how badly they've offended them. Since they just care about themselves, sociopaths aren't sorry. Number 7. Recurring patterns. Many sociopaths struggle to maintain stability and balance in their lives. They generally don't take their obligations seriously. In fact, sociopaths always try to avoid their responsibilities. So, their lives are precarious. The majority of sociopaths are jobless and have financial difficulties. For instance, many sociopaths take out loans they don't intend to pay back. Sociopaths typically don't respect their responsibilities or commitments. Instead, their impulsive personalities pull them toward short-term rewards and shallow activities. If you know someone who acts impulsively all the time, This could be a sign that this person is a sociopath. Number 8. Constant disagreement. Sociopaths are always in the middle of some sort of fight. They feel like the main characters in their own TV shows. So here's the twist. Conflicts are never their fault. If they lose their job, it's because their boss is a bad manager. If they have a disagreement with a friend, it is because the friend is envious or self-centered. To put it another way, sociopaths are surrounded by an abnormal amount of drama, yet they reject accepting any responsibility. They repeatedly portray themselves as victims of a terrible world. They think that the rest of the world is picking on them because they are good and honest. It's easy to believe them after hearing their side. Sociopaths are good at telling stories, and their natural charm can make you agree with them. Yet, each story must be considered. Otherwise, you'll believe their falsehoods and give them the sympathy and attention they need. Number 9. Repeated mistakes. Since sociopaths don't take responsibility for their mistakes, they never learn how to grow or get better. When things go wrong, they don't mention their mistakes. So they keep making the same mistakes. These psychotic people appear to be going in circles. You keep hearing them talk about the same problems over and over again. Job change, new buddies. Despite this, they face the same problems. Why? Because sociopaths are unwilling and frequently unable to learn from their mistakes. Number 10. Anger management. You will occasionally catch a psychopath making a mistake. They may lie about something obvious or not take responsibility for something they said. It's possible that you'll become upset with them, at which point you'll ask yourself, why do I spend so much time with this person? But these emotions pass quickly. Why? Because sociopaths are good at manipulating people. They can and will control how you feel by using charm, praise, and empty charisma. Even if they lie, they will persuade you out of your fury. A psychopath only cares about your approval. They'll say or do everything to win you over. If you don't see through their empty praises, this psychopath may seduce you. So, stay alert. Recall why you're angry. Don't allow them to ignore a mistake if they make one. No matter how often a sociopath tries to convince you otherwise, each of these mistakes is a big red flag. Number 11. Negligent decision-making. A sociopath does not have a natural sense of self-control. They struggle to put long-term goals ahead of short-term ones. Thus, sociopaths often act without thinking. You may be familiar with a sociopath's irresponsible behavior if you know one. They act without thinking, and they never think ahead. They follow their impulses even if it hurts their relationships. You may feel obligated to slow down this impulsive companion. You might get the impression that you are the only person in their life who can be trusted to speak the truth. No matter what you say, a sociopath will always follow their instincts. Number 12. Taking advantage of relationships. If someone is a secret sociopath, you might be able to tell by looking at how they treat other people. Sociopaths may not feel actual emotions with friends and relationships. Instead, they make relationships with people so they can use them. For example, sociopaths often take advantage of their friends and partners by asking for favors and shifting their responsibilities. Sociopaths see relationships as tools they can use to get what they want and get social rewards. This harmful conduct may indicate a sociopath in your life. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe because more fantastic content is on the way.